Assalamu alaikum and welcome to all of you. Today our focus of discussion is linguistics and introduction, and in this introduction our focus will be definitely on the basics. As I told you that some of the learners, some of the students, they requested that there should be lectures about language and linguistics, but the discussion should be focused on the basics. Linguistics is the scientific study of language. It means the various components of language and how they can be considered from various aspects. The analysis of various components of a language, that is form or morph or morphology, meaning, semantics, context and sound. Then linguistics, the basic branches are the main branches of linguistics. They are phonology or phonetics, morphology, syntax, grammar, lexicology, semantics, pragmatics and graphology. They are the main branches and they will be discussed one by one in the following slides. Phonology and phonetics. Phonology, the study of sounds. Phone means sound and logy means to discuss or to consider. Letters of a language represent sounds, so this is also concerned with the phonology. Then phonetics, the production and perception of speech sound as physical entities. Now, how sounds are arranged to form meaningful utterances or units, and how listeners perceive them. Then principles which regulate the use of sounds. The other branch is morphology. Morphology is the study of the structure of the words and the systematic relation between them. Morphemes, words may consist of one or several morphemes in the same way as they consist of one or more syllables. However, the concepts of morpheme and syllables are radically different and they should not be considered as the same. Morphology and syntax together constitute syntactic properties and characteristics of a language. Morphology means word formations, so under the morphology we can study word formations and morphological trees. Syntax is the structure, the arrangement of the words. So sentences consist of words. These words are arranged into groups of varying size called constituents. The structure of constituents is a tree. Grammar is an integral part of language and linguistics as well. Grammar is a description of a language and the way in which linguistic units such as words and phrases are combined to produce sentences. Grammar is actually a set of rules and lexicon which describes the knowledge, competence which a speaker has of his or her language. It means any language when a speaker, he or she, when she considers. Grammar is the arrangement of words in proper sequence according to the native speakers, and this is an integral part of linguistics. Lexicology, the study of the form, meaning and behavior of words. Lexicology is the part of linguistics that studies words. This may include the nature and function of words as symbols, their meaning, the relationship of their meanings to epistemology. Semantics, the study of meanings for logic and reasoning. The main focus of semantic is on lexical, the sentence and the utterance and their meanings. The concept of sense or meaning and denotation, that is the literal meaning, the original meaning, enables us to understand the variation in meaning of lexical items. Another branch of linguistics is pragmatics. Speakers and writers often convey their intended meanings not through what they state but through what they communicate. Readers and listeners derive meanings from individual utterances in a context. Pragmatics is concerned with the role of intention, cooperation, and mutual shared knowledge of the participants. Graphology, the analysis of the physical characteristics and patterns of handwriting, claiming to be able to identify the writer, indicating the psychological state at the time of writing or evaluating personality and the characteristics of that personality. Then there are two other branches. They are very broad in their own as well, but then still they are parts of linguistics. They are psycholinguistics and sociolinguistics. Psycholinguistics is concerned with the study of mind, the relationship of mind and language. So psycholinguistics explore the role of major cognitive processes such as speech perception, memory, and concept of formation that contributes to learning, comprehension, and use of language. Sociolinguistics. Socio means the relationship between language and society. Sociolinguistics examines the relationship between language and society. The special emphasis is on the dynamics of linguistics issues in relation to social structures. The systematic variation within a language, such as differences between speech and writing, variation of pronunciation of social classes. At the end, we can conclude that linguistics is the scientific study of phonology, phonetics, morphology, syntax, grammar, lexicology, semantics, pragmatics, and graphology. In the coming lecture, our main focus will be the further details of these branches, because this was just a simple discussion about linguistics. Another important matter or point about these lectures is that, dear learners, you should focus on all these slides. So when I am representing or presenting these facts to you, you should study these slides and you can take notes or these study materials for your learning. In the coming lectures, we will continue our discussion about language, linguistics, literary theories, and literature. Thank you very much for your kind attention.